Feels like he's on time. And I don't feel wrong no more. And you can't see past my blind. Beady eyes, you've been on my nerve, girl, since the flood. Beady eyes, heaven help you, all's in love.
Hi, Courtney. I'm gonna turn the music off if people are gonna come in here. I think I need to like show on YouTube that I'm on here, but I know that people have questions for me, so that's why I'm here. Because I get lots of questions about Caitlin, and then about Tony, and then about just my life, my health, and Joy Sparkle. Although I'm not like, I don't personally know her, so. I'm so sleepy. Was today your kid's first day of school too, Courtney? All I've got is a loading screen. Oh. I think I need to, it asked me if I wanted to share with YouTube that I was on here, but I accidentally clicked like, no, I didn't mean to click no. I'm yours. Thank you, Smith. Hallelujah. Yeah, it was really bittersweet though, because my kids have missed school and hi, Whale. It showed here on YouTube. Okay. I'm wondering if I can put the link though to this in YouTube for people who have. Thanks for the applause. It shows the hands going like this. Clapping is so weird. Like we look very much like monkeys when we do that. Like we're happy, so let's bang our hands together. I always feel really weird like when we're expected to clap in real life events. I like your hair color. Thank you. What the F, monkeys? Yeah, that's what I think we look like. Like we're happy or excited or pleased with something, so we take our hands and we bang them together. I also think hugging is weird. Like I think it's weird that we squeeze each other as a loving embrace. Like I have to train myself as a mom to realize that hugging is normal. I hug my kids, but hi, Mr. Hurtful. It's so weird being on here and not talking to anybody, like co-hosting or whatever. Hey, Alana, Elena. How many kids do you have? I have two little beautiful ladies. I have two kids. I have a boy and a girl, and my son is the older one. He just turned 10, and my daughter just turned 7. And their school is right next door. Like, literally, like, you can walk right there. You have 5 kids? Wow. Do they also have your dark curly hair? Or is your hair curly? Forgive me if it's not. For some reason, I'm picturing it as curly. Have you spoken with Matthew Reed Davis? No. He's still my Facebook friend, but we haven't spoken since, oh goodness, like months ago. I just haven't really had a reason to. That's cool. Mommy is close to school. Yeah. It's very convenient. I've always wanted to be close to the school, and like in a way, like I like being next door, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like I have no privacy because the yard's not fenced. So like anytime I step outside, I feel like I have an audience. Like the janitor stays all night almost. Like and there are times he'll just like be staring, like he'll just be outside, like I don't know what he's doing, but he'll just be outside the school, and I'm just like, and it's just weird. My son has a male teacher this year, so it's his first male teacher, and he was really excited about that. And he has like a Facebook page where he updates everybody about the classroom, so this is probably the most boring stream ever. That's him starring. Yeah, he's like, okay, because I have a heart condition and the ambulance has had to come here a few times. And it came one time like super late at night, and my son went to school the next day, and apparently the janitor had like told all the teachers that an ambulance came. And so I just thought that was really weird, like that the janitor was like gossiping about that. It was odd. Hi, Wucha. Princess Disney. I wish my name were Disney. That would be cool. Yes, I am a mother. I have been for 10 years. And it's my favorite title. I was thinking, like, what would my life be like if I had never had kids? I feel like I would be really selfish. Like, I know I would have already moved really far, like, out west. And I see myself as, I don't think I would have, I don't know. Sorry, I'm like thinking and I don't want to say what I'm thinking, but I just don't think it would have been good. Hola, hi Optimus. Court update is on Caitlin. Is there an update on Caitlin? Are you asking? I Google every single day stuff about Polk County and Caitlin, and I do that little search tool on Google where you can do like the most recent, and nothing new comes up. Well, unless people have updated or uploaded her video, her horrible video. Could you say me gusta papi? Me gusta papi. Hi. Hi, Infantich. Hi, Isaac. How are you, dude? How tall are you? You mean how short am I? I feel like I'm short. I'm 5'3", which I guess is average for girls. I really don't know. I meant, can you update us? Oh, the only thing, the most recent anything about Caitlin that I have is that there is no update. Sadly, there has been no, from what I've read, Matthew, or excuse me, not Matthew, but Anthony, her stepdad is still living as though he never did anything wrong, and I feel like that is an update in and of itself. That means I like daddy. I like dads who are active in their children's lives. I would like my dad if he was a dad. I'm 173. Like, pounds? Why do you look to your left? The reason I look to my left is because, this is going to sound so vain, but my nose on this side, like, kind of turns up, and I'm not as insecure about it, but I feel like this side, like, I feel like I'm, like, I don't want to say ugly, because then people are going to be like, but I really do. I feel ugly on this side of my face. So I constantly am doing this. What the F? But if you'd rather me do this, I can do this. They go by centimeters. Oh, okay. No, I mean, me gusta papi means I like daddy. Yeah. So that's what I said earlier then, I guess. I like, I wonder how you say something else in that. Hi, Anthony. Thank you. That deserves me gusta papi. Do whatever makes you comfortable. Thanks. But I want y'all to be comfortable too. I'm so tired. Is it also like 10:50 a.m. where y'all are? You're a perfectionist? Not really. I think I'm like I feel so out of control all the time that I try really hard to be in control, which really just makes me more out of control, if that makes sense. I'm not a perfectionist though. I actually don't plan anything. May I ask how old are you? I am 29, but I will be 30 in November. It's almost 5 p.m. here. Oh, where are you? Not really. Look into your left because your nose looks better. I would say that's more like insecure than perfectionist. But, I mean, maybe it is perfectionist. I don't know. Hi, Bozo. Hi, Ragu. Do you have any updates on Caitlin? Courtney? I really wish I did. Yeah, people always think I'm younger, but you should see my son's teacher. He's like almost 40, and I thought he was like 19. I was really shocked today. But he's like a biker, and he's super athletic, and I think that has made him age really well. It's around 11:30 a.m. in Miami. Oh, do you live in Miami? If so, have you had to evacuate? That hurricane looks really freaky. So where are you now? Hi, kitty. I don't speak Spanish. I wish I did. No, not yet. Grocery stores are insane at the moment. You haven't evacuated yet? I think you should evacuate now. I thought you were early 20s. Thank you, Courtney. There is no info, but not for the public. New info. There is no new info. Oh, there is, but just not for the public? Forever will I be shook. I became a fan. I can't type, no sleep. I've noticed, Courtney, you're kind of like an insomniac, I think, because you're always up super late. That's what it seems like. I never use the word shook. I don't use like the trending words, phrases. Lit, shook. Onision, for those of you who watch him, he like recently made a tweet, whatever, saying that like he wishes the phrases like lit and all that would die. And I was thinking his wife is like, she uses those phrases like 24/7. That's like where I hear these phrases. Shook, shaken, shaked. How old are you? 29. 29. Hi Celeste, I'm actually trying the Korean face mask you recommended. My kids went back to school today, so mommy time. That's awesome. Do you like the masks? I just like how cheap they are. Like, I don't, like my eyes actually start watering. My eyes start watering when 14. I still feel emotionally like I'm 19. That's when I feel like I just stopped. I mean, I gained new wisdom and stuff, but like in terms of intellect, I feel like that's kind of where everything came. I don't want to say to a halt, but that's like I feel my peak. Not 14 though. Oh, good Lord, no. I am like, I can feel my armpits starting to sweat right now. It's scary being on here for me. Tony threatened someone new last night. Who? Do I know the person he threatened? I feel emotionally 7 years old. Really? That can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, not 14, 13. Ha! That's really nice. That's really nice, but I would not at all say I look that young. LOL. And you should have seen me before I put my makeup on. You would not be saying that. Trust me. Hi guys. Hi Con. Guessed me? I might guess. I'm not sure if I'm gonna guess yet. Sorry. Ilana. Oh, Tony. Last night I held my bro with homework. I really, really mourn. Was it math homework? Because I think that's the most boring. Both good and bad. Can you send me a kiss, please? Like just on here? Both good and bad. Yeah. How is it bad? I think it's good to have us like to still feel like your inner child though, because then that means that you're usually more like empathetic and sensitive and stuff, which I think is a good thing. So who did Tony threaten? It was a girl who was bullied and reached out to you before? Oh my gosh. I think Tony has this has a hatred toward women because I noticed like he has a civil line of discourse with most males, like even if he's like mean to them, he's still like there's not like this underlying just hatred. And I noticed that with women, and not just women, girls of all ages, children too, who are girls. So I wonder if he was like abused by women growing, I don't know, but currently studying for a math quiz. It's not going so well. I'm sorry. Yeah, the thing about math is like if you mess up one little problem of the equation, then the whole thing is messed up. That's why I don't like it. But you do have to like use it. So when you're 7, you feel like the world is too big, but everything is new and full of wonder. That is a perfect way to put it. I still feel like the world is too big sometimes. Hey girl, hi. He has privatized his videos. Yeah, I noticed. I don't know. That kind of scares me though. If y'all don't know who Tony is, he's somebody who's been elaborately threatening me for a while, like actual death threats. He has my address and he's mentally unstable. And he thinks that a deceased young girl who I've talked about, he thinks that she's like sent him messages to come after me. And he to me exhibits signs of schizophrenia, so that's why I take what he says seriously. And thank you, Salish. And now that he's privatized his videos, I'm a little creeped out because I feel like, I don't know, like a part of me feels like he doesn't want there to be evidence online, but he has to know that there would still be lingering evidence. Hi, Jacobana. I think it's a fetish for Tony. He enjoys seeing me be afraid. It makes him feel. Yeah, my logical mind tells me that too, Ilana. It does. We have all the evidence. You look like. Thank you. I know someone who is also being attacked online. Some dude tracked his info down and probably scared him away. Like by Tony? It's hard. Like half of my subscribers I had from my like labor and delivery video back in 2010, and like the other half are like Joy Sparkle BS people and Caitlin Nicole Davis people. So it's hard for me to tell if y'all are talking about Tony. Oh, on another website. Yeah, that's so scary how that happens. I know like I normally wouldn't take death threats seriously. Like he had been saying them for 3 months and I never cared. But then, wow, he sounds like a real joy. The sick part is that the internet gives people like that free reign and a lot of their tactics fall under free speech. Tactics, yes, that's what they are, their tactics. Because well, I know, he's pretty direct though. Like he hasn't even been sneaky about it actually. I think laws are going to change though regarding that. Have you heard from Jamie? No. I haven't. She started doing a lot of kind of hate videos against Joy and kind of drifted around then, but no, I haven't. Don't think the guy messed with her anymore because she has his private info. I have his private information too. I don't know if he's aware, but when he filed a ridiculous false copyright thing on me, it sent his, I don't think he realized that when he filled out all the information, it was being sent to me. It sent his first, middle, and last name, his address, including like his apartment number and everything. And I mean, but he has nothing to fear with me. But like me having his private information, I don't feel like would bother him. In fact, a part of me feels like he wanted me to have it to make him seem like less like a character and like more real. I feel like I need more caffeine. But I've already had one of these things. This has like 35 grams of caffeine. And then I had an entire glass of coffee. And I stopped coffee, but I started again, obviously. I don't think the guy messed with her anymore because she has his private info. Oh, yeah, I already read that. It's funny that your name is Dayquil. Do you like constantly have allergies or something? I have to yawn. But I don't want to yawn on camera. No. Well, what made you want to make your name Dayquil? Yeah, you can ask me something, Craig. Do you know what's borderline? You're talking like borderline personality, or? I honestly never used Dayquil. It just happened. That's funny. Can you make yourself burp? I could, but will I? I don't want to. Everyone thinks I'm a junkie for it. It's pretty funny. I can see why, honestly. Like, I just assumed that you were on Dayquil a lot. I remember like the one time I tried Dayquil, it made my heart like go into a horrible arrhythmia, and I never was able to take it again. So why did you ask if I know what's borderline, Optimus? Do you feel like I'm borderline? Are you diagnosing me? Everyone thinks I'm a junkie for it. It's, oh, I've already read that again. I'm sorry. I have to start going to bed like before midnight. Are you? I've been diagnosed with OCD, but not, and I've been diagnosed with ADD, but I don't like saying that because I feel like that's silly. Borderlines usually change their appearance. I think there's a lot more complexities that go into borderline because I mean, I don't really like, I put foundation over my psoriasis on my forehead, and I put my bangs over my psoriasis patch so that you can't see it. And I put mascara on and some lip gloss. I don't think I like really changed my appearance, but I mean we layer rags over our bodies, so to a degree that's a change to our appearance, you know? I mean, why would you think she was borderline? Are you a real fairy? I wish. Joy was talking recently about wanting to fly, how she wishes she could fly, and so many people like hated on her for that. But and you made me think of it when you asked if I was a real fairy, because I have dreams all the time that I'm flying, like actual dreams when I'm sleeping, and I wake up a little resentful that I can't fly. So in a way, I understand. You are wearing an Indian type dress. Can I see? Oh, it's not a dress. It's just a little shirt. I'm wearing a shirt and then just with some black pants. I believe in fairies. Like what kind of fairies? Like Tinkerbell type fairies, or like the garden fairies? Like the more pagan type? Still can't believe in 29. I am super flattered. You became a fan. Nature spirit. I'd have to do more Googling of that. I've never really looked into that. Hi, Jen. A trending tag right now says fairies, witches. Did you know that, Alana? On here? Hi, Jen. Ha! I look like Khaleesi. It's just like Khaleesi. Like, she has brown hair, but her face, like, I don't look like her in the face. I just think that I have the same hair color. Like, Tinkerbell Fairy, you just give off a vibe with your hair color and outfit. Yeah. Cool. I feel like a killjoy right now. I feel like I need to, like, eat and, I need to do something to be in a better mood before I get on here. I probably need to go outside. I have an appointment though, like in a couple hours I have to go to. So is this like showing up on YouTube? Yeah, fresh air. Plus, winter is coming, like for real, because I'm in Minnesota. So the winter will be here super soon. And no offense to Minnesotans, I notice they kind of get cranky. Like if I say anything negative about the weather up here, I feel like the locals, I feel like they're insulted, which is funny to me because it's like territorial, like to get mad about that. But you live in northern. Oh, wow. It was like that the other day out here. Hi, Alex. Yeah, and like when my PC is doing something really loud, so I feel like I'm yelling, but if I even just hint around, like the other moms at the school, like when I like will complain about the weather, they're always like, oh, but I just love it. I love it. Like it can be freaking -50 with the snow to our knees and like totally dysfunctional, and they will still love it, which I guess is a good thing. I mean, it shows that they're like that they have a high tolerance and that they're like happy, but the weather really affects my mood. We are covered in smoke of forest fires here. It is terrible. We were covered in smoke too for the last few days. And they said if people have heart conditions to watch out, and like I totally didn't think about it. And my heart was palpitating a lot more the last couple days. So a lot of people do like this story time thing, and I have this like kind of funny story that I was wanting to tell that deals with my husband. And yes, I'm married for those who didn't know. It hasn't always been a great marriage, but we've been married for almost 10 years, so, and I'm almost 30, so you can do the math. But like the other moms probably aren't excited that you're 29 and looking for. Well, up here, okay, so I'm from Tennessee, and most of the moms down there are young, like that show Teen Mom. Like it is not uncommon to have a kid when you're like 16. Up here though, it's like most people had kids in their 30s, and so they automatically by default like see me as irresponsible, and they kind of like it's always like like, oh, you're coming on the field trip, and like I don't know, it's just they don't take me seriously. It's like whenever I go to the school, I always put on my fake glasses and try to dress like a librarian. Hi, Jean. Have you babies? Yes, I have 2 babies. So the funny story that I want to screw those moms moderators. There are really nice actually. They just I think that they're just like prejudging me. Like they're just judging me without knowing me. Like that explains the weather offense. Well, I don't know. I'm like the type of person I can't do small talk. Like I try, but it comes off really disingenuous. And you're supposed to ask open-ended questions. Like you're supposed to say like, "Oh, where did you go? What did you do? How did it happen?" And I just can't do that. Like I can, but my anxiety makes it to where I just kind of like the conversation just ends, and I'll just be like, "Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah." And then half the time I don't remember their names, so then they don't like that. I don't remember their kids' names. Meanwhile, they remember my name. They can remember what I talked about last week. Like, so how was your son's dentist appointment? And I'm just like, how did you remember that? I don't even know your kid's name. And so I always want to talk about this fluffy, happy stuff. Like, oh, my husband made me the best protein smoothie before my job. And I want to talk about like life and death. And like, I think I scare them. So, yeah. Well, we all judge each other, Judging is normal. Like if you have an observing brain, you're gonna judge. Like there's nothing wrong with judging, and we all have opinions. That's why like when people call me opinionated, I'm like, wait a minute, we're all opinionated. I just vocalize mine. That's the only difference. And I encourage everyone to vocalize their opinions. You just have to stay respectful. You don't even have to stay respectful. It's just better to They're getting competitive. It's a female thing. Women's natural instinct is to feel threatened by a younger female. I think so. Yeah, maybe. But even the ones who, I don't know. It could be my own paranoia, honestly. What's happening? Hi, Faisy. Boy. Women are naturally catty. Yeah. Some men are too. I actually am treated a lot better by women in my life, and I always have been, more so than men. True story. I'm into morbid topics. Watch a lot of truth. Me too. Like, do you ever watch Forensic Files? Am I back? All right. Okay. I am frozen. Beautiful hair color. I like it. Thank you, Nabil. I get compliments on it all the time, but I actually don't like the purple in it. That's from my shampoo. I prefer it to just be blonde. So I was gonna tell a kind of goofy story. I don't know if it'd be considered funny, but I think it's goofy. And it deals with my husband. So, should I tell it? If anybody wants to hear it. Alright, I'm gonna just tell it. So, hold on one second. Tell this. Okay. So, I have to use the bathroom with that in a second. Okay. So, my husband, he knows that I usually get at Subway. I'll either get grossed out, okay, but I normally get the tuna. I'll get either the tuna footlong, or we'll get the vegetarian footlong. And he knows that when I get the vegetarian sub, that I get everything on it, like every vegetable and cheese, just no meat. But if I get meat, I get tuna, okay? And he went to go get me a sub one day. It's right down the street, and he said that they were out of tuna. The lady had put lettuce on the sub already, and she said, we're out of tuna, so what do you want? And he looked at the sandwich and he said, oh, well, lettuce is a vegetable, and she wanted a vegetarian sub, so you can leave that and just wrap it up. So he brought me home a lettuce sandwich. My husband brought me home a lettuce sandwich, foot long, literally just bread with lettuce. And so when he brought it home, I opened it up, and I thought he was pranking me. I was like, okay, where's the tuna? Is it like in another little thing? And he was like, no, they were out of tuna. And I was like, oh, okay, well, where are the other veggies? Did they like set them aside? No, that's lettuce is a vegetable. Isn't that what you wanted? And I was like, yeah. You'd have to have seen it, but he brought me a lettuce sandwich. So he paid like $6, I think, is how much it was for bread with lettuce. I don't know. I found that really ridiculous. And I think because he has really bad anxiety and he's like afraid to talk. Like actually when I first met, he was a virgin at 22 years old, and he like didn't talk at all. And I think he just didn't talk. Like I think when the lady, I think in line when she was like, so we're out of tuna. What else would you like on this? I think he was just like that's what I think. Bruh. What country do you like to visit? Do you know tuna is fish? Yes, I do, my dear. What country do you like to visit? I've been to the Bahamas. I won a free trip. I filled out one of those little, things for a drawing, and everybody kept saying that there was no point because I wasn't going to win, and then I won. Other than that, I've never been out of this country, but I would love to see Norway. I would love to see New Zealand. I would love to see Australia or go to France. I would love to travel. If I won the lottery, that's what I would devote it to is traveling. It was a Lilo and Stitch reference. Oh, okay. Come to Germany. How old are you, Dayquil? Come to Germany and visit me. I would love to go to Germany too, because that's where Anne Frank was from. Do you visit Arab country? I never have been, but they look beautiful. Jordan looks beautiful. Tunisia looks beautiful. The beaches of Tunisia look gorgeous. I would just be kind of scared right now to visit some parts of the world because it seems like there's a lot of potential conflict. I still have a free birthright trip to Israel that I can take advantage of, but I'm just a little scared to do that too. My little sister lives in Israel right now. Are you Jewish? Well, my mom's side of the family is Jewish, but none of them are practicing Jews. Like, they're really more like atheist, agnostic, but like they do Hanukkah, and I grew up going to temple and church actually, because my dad was Christian, so go figure. But they always told me to just believe whatever I wanted, so. You're 23, okay. And you're referencing Lilo and Stitch? That's funny. Or is it Lilo? Lilo, Lilo? I have to yawn again. You really remind me of the actress of Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Thank you. That is a big compliment. Where are my dragons? If your mother is Jewish, you're considered Jewish. Yeah. My hubby's only half because his father's Jewish. Oh, that is so cool. Does he like have the stereotypical Jewish look? Because my older sister has kinky dark hair and she's super tan, and my younger sister, people always think she's like half black because she's so dark, and she's got dark hair. My mom has kinky black hair, but my mom's skin is like ghostly white though. My dad has blonde hair and light brown eyes. I'm not too old for animated movies, yeah. Is it Ghibli or Ghibli? I think it's Ghibli, but those are my favorite movies. Like, hence my phone case. Ghibli, oh wait, Ponyo. I'm seriously sweating. Like, I feel like that lady from Saturday Night Live. Do you remember she would be like, when I get really, really nervous to put my hands in her armpits? I hope y'all know what I'm talking about, because if you don't, that was really, I should not have done that. Yeah, Superstar. You know when you're so tired that it's hard to hold your eyeballs open? That's how I feel. It's Devji's first time on YouNow. Welcome them. Oh, hi, Dev. I don't really have anything going on in here, so Superstar Molly. Yeah, Molly Shannon. No, you need rest. I sure do. But I can't nap. Can you nap? I try to nap. I can't even nap when it's the weekend. I was about to say I can nap if it's not during the day, but because I'm always afraid that I'm going to sleep past the time that I have to go to get my kids, or I'm afraid that if the school called me or something that I wouldn't be able to answer my phone. That movie creeped me out, especially with the tree. What movie? I can nap rarely. Yeah. Napping doesn't make me feel better though. Like that few times I have napped in my life, I didn't wake up feeling good. I actually felt kind of grumpy. Superstar. Oh, I don't remember the movie Superstar. A nap longer than 20 minutes is always risky. Yeah, really. I think though I read online that like 20-minute naps are better for you than extended naps. Something like that. Like it's like kind of helps our batteries. Well, she made out with a tree. Wow. That lady is so funny. I don't remember the actress's name, but oh yeah, you already said it, Molly Shannon. I think the old SNL people were funnier than the current ones. But maybe that's just because that's who I grew up with, so. I take naps and have 4-hour sleeps. Wait, so you're saying like you only sleep for 4 hours at night? That's about what I do too, actually. I was about to say no, but that's what I do. Because when I lie down, honestly, I blame it on the internet. That has a lot to do with my insomnia. No, I can't say that because it started in the 5th grade when I couldn't sleep. And I would stay up all night. And whenever there'd be slumber parties, I would be so jealous of everybody else sleeping because I couldn't sleep. And then I'd wake up miserable. And it still is like that. And I was prescribed and Lunesta and all that, but when I was about 19, but I stopped taking it because I felt crazy on that stuff. Like, I'm blaming you for not studying. For not what? From which state are you living? Well, I am living in Minnesota, in the United States of America. Insomnia is my good friend. Really? Insomnia tries to be my friend. It's my enemy. An enemy I keep close, unwillfully. Studying. What do you want me to study? I should study. Well, I want to end this relationship, really. But, yeah, it's like an abusive relationship. Like, you want to stay up a little bit, but then in the end, it's not worth it. It was good to see you, hon. I'm gonna go grab lunch. Mwah. Bye, Lana. You too. Take well. I should study, but your stream is really? Wow. I don't know how this is interesting. I feel like I'm so bad at answering those questions. Oh, I like the pretty blue diamonds. Hi, FHS, the flying suit. Hi, Bashir. Can you find anything interesting? Well, that's really good. I think life is very interesting. That's why I don't really watch fantasy movies much, which I know a lot of males do, but I can't get into fantasy. Life is interesting enough, and I would rather Google infinitely about the world, the universes, rather than watch fantasy movies. Especially when I'm procrastinating. I wonder what your Myers-Briggs personality would be because I'm an INTP. Like if you Google the Myers-Briggs test, take it, it'll be the first link that comes up, and I'd be curious what you are. Because I always get INTP, and we are like the worst procrastinators, or I guess you could say the best procrastinators ever. I love watching documentaries. I do too, depending on who it's about. But yeah, I could definitely watch a documentary, even about somebody I don't know who they're talking about. Rumpelstiltskin. You know what I think of when I see the name Rumpelstiltskin? One of the only memories I have of my mom and dad being together was when my mom and dad would fight. My dad was always really skinny and he would kind of hunch over. And whenever they would fight, I remember my mom calling him Rumpelstiltskin. And he would get really mad about that. Yeah, an INTP. I'm not exactly sure what the acronym is for. I know that P is for like perceiving, T is for thinking, N, I'm not sure what the N was for. Documentaries about the world in the early stage. Oh, yes. I think those are soothing. Like, for me, those help my panic attacks or whatever. Well, for English, I'd wait till 4 hours before my class to write papers. I still got A's. I don't know how. You do sound like an INTP. Like, not to label you, but that's not a bad thing, though. That just shows that you're really smart. Is that an introvert? Yes. N is for intuition. Oh. You're an empath. Oh. I feel like my kids are super empaths. Hi, Skittles, 1975. Were you born in 1975? Yeah. I try not to be introverted though because it's I don't like I try to convince myself that I like being lonely because sometimes I really do, but at the end of the day I really don't. And I notice when I come on here, I feel more confident throughout the day. Like as silly as that sounds, like it probably sounds pathetic. Thank you for liking my hair. I can't read. Is that Arabic or Hebrew? I'm sorry for not knowing. When I it looks like Arab. No, it looks like Hebrew. I don't know. But when I get off of here, like when I go to pick my kids up, like among the crowds of other parents, I feel more confident after interacting on here. Do you, Mr. Oh Lord. I'm not answering that question. Sorry. My PCs must be overheating because the tower keeps doing this like loud growl sound, and it goes for like 3 minutes and no pela. So yes, no. The fan. Yeah, the fan. That's what the fan. Yeah. So I think it's overheating, right? Doesn't that mean, isn't that indicative of overheating? When the kiddos are out, do you, okay. I'm ignoring that again. I guess it is lunchtime, isn't it? But I had such a late breakfast. I'm not really hungry right now. Do y'all eat breakfast? Have you ever done ghost hunting? No. I don't believe in ghosts and stuff. I don't like saying that because then I feel like people will get mad at me, but I just don't. Do you? It's cool if you do. It's putting in work, so kind of block the pay. How do you block people? Let's see. Click it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm blocking you. Sorry, but you're not being very nice. You're okay. Bye. Success. Okay, I just blocked him. I skip breakfast a lot. Ghosts are often people, actually. Whatever y'all think. I don't believe in ghosts either. Do you love friends' parties? Um, do I love friends' parties? Uh, I don't really go to parties unless they're like kids' parties because I don't really ever get invited to parties. I don't even know how I'd be able to go to a party that wasn't kid friendly, to be honest. Like, I would have to be able to bring my kids, and I wouldn't want to do that. And it seems like almost everyone would want to be doing something that I probably would not partake in. Maybe, I don't know. I want to I want to go on Craigslist and on Facebook and I want to start doing these like local cosplay parties and like Prince, as stupid as it sounds, I want to do like Disney parties for adults. Are you able to socialize with people? Able? Yeah. Like environmental wise, I'm able to, but like emotionally, sometimes I don't feel like I'm able to just because, like, I don't know. Like I was saying earlier that I feel like I make a conversation kind of like a dud. Does that make sense? Like I start thinking too much about other things and then it shows and then, people don't want to be around somebody like that. Tell me how old are you? I am 29. So what drew you to Caitlin's case? Are you interested in covering? As soon as all that, so it showed up on a Yahoo News story. As soon as I saw that she live streamed it, I immediately wanted to see the live stream because I wanted to see if she said anything before taking her life. I wanted to see if anyone else was in it. What I wanted to know what was going through her mind. And so I watched it, and that traumatized me. And there was like a funk I was in for like 2 weeks subsequent to that. And uh, then when I started reading up on the case that day, that same day, I realized that that could have been prevented, that her tragedy could have been prevented, that there were people in her life that were pushing her to the edge, and there were also people who were watching her being pushed over to the edge who weren't doing anything to stop it. And there were things I could relate to Caitlin about from being when I was 12. And so I just vented about it. Like, I just started venting about it. And like the first video I made about it, I'm enraged. And I also try to tell people out there, if you feel like you're alone like that, I promise you there are people out there you will one day find a way to connect with, just not yet. Like, do you ever wonder, like, is there anybody else in this world who thinks like I do? Or, you know, is there anyone else who's just like me or could relate to me at all? In Caitlin's case, there was no one she could really relate to at all with her emotional wavelength, or who were going to hear her out. So she felt so alone. And, you know, human connection is all, human life, humanity is all about feeling connected to other humans. She didn't have that. And so anyway, I wanted to vent about that. And her dad reached out to me and put me in a newer position that I still to this day get comments on my videos saying, like, the interviewer is such a stupid fool. Like, the questions that she asked were so dumb. And it's like, they don't understand that I didn't want to be in that position. I just wanted information to be put out there, and that was how he approached me and how he wanted to do it. That's how I found your channel. Oh, okay. I feel like I tend to overthink. Kitty, yeah, for sure. I was so stressed watching that. I couldn't sleep. Yeah. Dayquil, word. That's all I can say. Eye Casper, your eyes. Oh, my eyes? Kitty, it makes me so sad, and it seems like even with the internet, she couldn't connect with the right people to help her. I feel like even her boyfriend hurt her. Yeah, yeah. And then she voiced sadness about being duped or catfished by that person who said they were male all that time and they ended up being female. And I think when you're already feeling the way she is, I think that was like one of the last straws. And she expressed that that was a last straw. So I though water, and I'm going to get some lunch because it's that time. And if I don't eat lunch, if I skip it, then I want to be in a really good mood later. And food makes me happy. So, but it was really nice chatting with you guys, and I will be back. So, alright. Toodles. Oh, wait. You judge yourself for your energy. My energy? Or lack thereof? I really do feel like a dud. Like, like some fireworks, shoo, and then I feel like I'm the one that's like, everybody's like, "Whoa, what's it gonna do? I want to see what it does." And it's like, thanks for keeping Caitlin's memory alive. Thank you, Jason. That means a lot to me. See you, bud. Dayquil, good thing I found you. Yeah, Dayquil, likewise. Gee, vibration could be a better word than vibration. I'm vibrating. Can you hear that? Hi, Optimus again. Person to hang around. Really. I think if you met me in real life, not be saying that. Thanks, you're awesome. 3 days again. Okay. Hi. Hi, Uzinizar. I kind of want to see the video you're talking about. Oh, which video? LOL. Nice. Now that's talent. Oh. Talk like that? Talk like what? You don't want me to talk like my Russian family like this? This is how they talk. Well, the people on my mom's side. They'd be like, Rachel, why you talk it'd be like, that's a computer. Baby frog asking for food, vibrating. A baby frog asking for food. You have a very wild imagination. I need some food. The one you're talking about interviewing. Oh, yeah. I don't recommend watching those or listening unless you really do want to hear her dad. Otherwise, thank you so much. Use their, oh God, use Xernosar? Where are you from? I'm from Minnesota, the United States of America. I've seen worse videos. I'm sure you have. LOL. That vibrating voice, I can't stop laughing. Yeah. I'm so tired. Guessed me. I'm actually about to get off. I've been holding, sorry for not being ladylike by saying this, but I've been holding my pee for quite a while now, and I need to deposit it. Well, I want to say I'm pretty sure I can handle that. Go eat and pee. I'm going to do that, but in different order. I'm going to pee, and then I'm going to eat. I have to pee before I eat, though, every time. Like, even if I don't have to pee, I have to make myself pee before I eat. My age, I am going to be 30 in November. Hi, Anthony. All right, you guys. Hi, Bebo Wolf. I'm actually just now leaving, though, so. Are you student? I was student for a little bit, but not anymore. Go deposit. All right. On the Farizzle, I'm going to go now. But y'all have been a pleasure. Whenever I say that, I think of in Titanic when they're all playing the violins at the very, like, when the ship is sinking. They're like, it's been a pleasure. And they're going to stop, but then they decide to continue. Love you, mate. Oh, thank you, Optimus. I actually thought that you, like, couldn't stand me at first. Hi, Bebo Wolf. Your eyes are so beautiful. Can I see? Yeah, I can maybe move that slightly. My eyes. I don't want to get too close. Is it on your YouTube? Is what on my YouTube? Yeah, it's on my YouTube. It's just called like Interview with Caitlin's Dad. Or no, Caitlin's Dad Answers Your Hard Questions. Can I see your white hair? Well, it's like white and silver-ish. And purpley, because I put purple shampoo in it, but I didn't mean for it to stain my hair purple. Conversation agreed. What do you mean? Oh, I sent you a conversation. And I just put this in just to like keep my bangs over my forehead. But I don't really like wearing, this is why I don't like wearing bobby pins, because they get stuck in my hair. Logic is cool. I agree. I think if more people used logic in the world, that there would be less barbarism and craziness. So that is. I have it like I think in a little braid. This I'm actually married, but I never was proposed to, and I never had a wedding. So yeah, but I would love to. I actually am pretty tan. It just doesn't look like it on camera. I'm really tan though. Do I look tan? I think I'm tan. And I'm oily, apparently I need to oil up my face. I have hinted it before, but thanks. I actually need to start laundry and cleaning the house. And I'm applying today at a beauty store. Yeah, there's a lot I have to do. So I'm gonna get off here, and it was really good talking to you guys. So I mean it, like it really was. Unless he likes me, where I don't get hints. Unless he's like me, where I don't. He doesn't get hints. He's My husband is severely shy. He's addicted to Warcraft. Um, very nerdy. Give the guy a break. Okay. Well, I have a husband use their however you say your name. I but I don't have a boyfriend, no. I have a husband, but I don't have a boyfriend. I'm just kidding. Whale. Thank you, Kitty. I hope you have a fun day too. Alright. Seriously, bye you guys. And what about a kid? I have two of those. Two kidlings. Well, whale, are you calling me a whale? Oh man. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were calling me a whale. We women are very insecure. Ooh, oh my god. Oh my god. My heart just freaking palpitated, but it stopped. That would have been so embarrassing if the ambulance had to come while I was on a live stream. Yeah. A fairy. I'm a fairy whale. Huh. That's actually really funny to visualize. Like, picture a whale with fairy wings and, like, little twinkle toes. Alright, well, I really am gonna go now, you guys. So, yeah, little wings and, like, little slippers, like, doing ballet. Alright. I talk to you guys on my electronic rectangle again one day. Okay? I'd pay to see that. I would too. Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty cheap. Okay. Bye, guys.